Shout out to everybody, man, tuning in. Oh, there we go. Okay, we got our first little W. So welcome everybody to my channel. This is the day trading channel. It's a beginner's channel. You guys, I am an absolute noob. Just letting everybody know right now. I live on the West Coast. It's actually 7:30 in the morning. So it's actually about an hour after the market open. This is gonna be the first video on this channel, and I just kind of wanted to make this channel that way I could kind of record my trades. I could go over my trades, and I could just kind of go back a couple months from now. You know, I could come back to these trades. You know, I could check these trades out, and I could see exactly what I was doing wrong. You know, every single time I trade, either if I win or lose, I always learn something. So that's kind of cool, you know. So I'm using the Thinkorswim app, and I am with TD Ameritrade, and I currently do scalp options. Like, that's my thing right there. Like, I have a small account. This is literally just like my play account. First trade of the day, I literally just hopped on 10 minutes. I've been looking at NIO, Apple, and Palantir. Mainly, those are the main stocks that I try to look. I try to stay looking at. Today is a little, I'm not gonna lie, today's like a slippery day. Like today, man, the patterns are crazy. It looks like the market at the very beginning was just kind of just, look at that, man. I mean, another thing too is like I wanted to build like a trading community. I thought that'd be really cool, you know. I thought that'd be really cool if someone were to, for example, come across one of my videos and kind of like give me some pointers, if that makes sense. You know, I'm all about that. So let me show you guys. Simple trade. Technically, I did hit my goal. My daily goal is literally just 2%. In about, that's crazy. In about a minute and 5 seconds, I bought a NIO put, a 46 strike price NIO put, 1.90. Look at that. And I sold it about a minute, and about a minute and 5 seconds later, I made about 10 bucks. Obviously, one thing about this channel, you guys, I'm gonna keep it as real as possible. I'm gonna let you guys know, man, how I started, how I learned, like pretty much everything that you kind of go through, because I feel like a lot of these channels here on YouTube is just full of BS. I feel like there's so much stuff in trading that people don't even tell you, bro. It's like you have to learn it while you're trading, if that makes sense, you know, like while you're in this. But I can tell you guys right now, man, it is doable. I don't really believe that it's only 1% of people out there can trade. I believe it's up to like 10%. So like 10% succeed, 80%, 90% don't succeed. And it's really based all on you, to be honest. If you're a really patient person, then you got this, man. But sometimes, man, the emotions of trading is what really gets you, man. Once you're in a trade, man, you get that adrenaline, you get nervous. It's crazy. Kind of want to hop in this real quick, you know, Apple. So not bad for the day. I already hit my goal. I hit my 2%. That's really all I try to go for, 2%. I try to go for like 10 bucks right now, just so I won't lose a lot. And again, I'm just practicing. My commissions right now for options are, I think, are about like $1.30. So after this, I believe I should be making around like, my total profit of this is about $7.68, which is a 2.17% gain today. Which again, you know, it's really small, but hey, it's all about percentages. And I'm also just practicing. Have about $162 left in the account, so I think I do want to hop into another trade. I'm thinking about saving it for a Palantir option, but I'm not too sure. Oh, and then also, let me explain a little bit about my setup. So, what I usually do to day trade is I usually be checking like the daily. You know, I got my day. You get the daily. You got the hourly. You know, I try to see this. So today it's kind of like today's kind of like a bear market. It looks like, you know, it tested this little top right here. It couldn't break through, so obviously it might bounce down to maybe like this area right here. So I think this rest of this whole week it could be like that. I'm not too sure though. Palantir's been on fire too, man. Nothing but lots of news, especially for the EV space right now, man. Past couple of days it was crazy. So then I usually go to like the 4-hour chart, check that out too. You could clearly see it's like just bear market today. And then, or at least at the beginning, the first hour, I mean, look at that. Then you go to the hour, and then what I like to do is like I like to go to the 15 chart. You know, you really just have to go to the top. You really have to go to like the daily chart all the way down to like the minute chart. But what I like to have set up is I like to have my minute chart here. I like to have my 5-minute chart right here, because I feel like with the 5-minute, I'm able to get those confirmation bars more clear, you know? It just looks more clean. Like, if you look from this over here on the right to this right here on the left, is like so much more cleaner. Damn, this could have been a nice little call right here. So this is where I entered right here, and then I exited about like right here. So that's like a 0.5%. So yeah, let me actually explain my setup really quickly. I am running a VWAP, just normal settings. I have a, here, let me show you guys. So what I got right here, I'm running the regular VWAP, a exponential moving average at 50, a simple moving average at 180, and I got an RSI on normal settings, a MACD on normal settings, and I gotta admit, man, like this right here actually does help. Like I feel like everything kind of gives me a small idea. I'm more of a price action trader. You know, I like to trade what I see on the chart because, I mean, I do follow the news, fundamentals, and all that stuff, man. But sometimes, man, these news outlets just don't know crap, man. Like, they'll be like the last to know, if that makes sense, you know? Because sometimes I see news and I come on the chart and I'm just like, what the hell? Like, there's already been a reaction. How could I know that, you know? I went all over the couple of these websites were just a little bit slow. Sometimes, you know, they do drop a couple news. So I try to go for like the big news, you know. Other than that, man, I just see what is going on because this game is really all just a psychology game. Like, and I'm gonna try to keep it real with you guys, man. I mean, this is my third green day in a row. I've been having if there's ever any time where, you know, I lose or all that stuff, man, and I'm just gonna literally record it and I'm gonna post it. Like I said, you know, I'm gonna try to be real with you guys, man. I'm not selling anything. This is literally just me showing you guys how I trade, especially as a beginner trader. I've been trading honestly since like September, so it's like really nothing. You know, I took a YouTube course that one of my friends suggested or recommended. I read a book and then I just hopped in. That's literally all I did. And right now it's a learning process, you know. I'm trying to learn these patterns. I'm trying to see what happens to the market. You always got to have a plan B, plan C, plan D, because you never know, man. If something happens, like, you got to be fast, man, because I can tell you guys right now, man, if you, within a few minutes, man, you guys will lose like a chunk of your portfolio. You guys will lose a chunk of your account if you guys are not careful, man. From my experience, no, day trading is not gambling. It's a calculated risk. You know exactly how much you will lose, and you could potentially know how much you could win, but then at the same time, it's just like, it's better to know how much you're going to lose. So if you guys see right here, this is the strike price right here, expiration date. Usually this is how much you have to pay for it. So 1.21, obviously that's 121. Over here we 163. Since we day trade options, I usually sell them before the day ends. I only really care about the delta. So like for example, every single dollar that this goes up, I believe you make about $51, $52. Same over here, $61, $62. So I really want to get in this. Number one rule, you guys, make sure you guys always sit on your hands, man. Like, you guys have no idea, man. It's a dangerous game, you know. You can make a lot of money, but you can lose a lot of it fast, you know. You could become poor fast. You could become rich fast. This game is just, it's crazy. Another thing, too, that I've learned is that paper trading is nice and all, but I really recommend paper trading just to kind of get the your hands on the software. Like, I feel like paper trading is not the same as real trading, because paper trading, I feel like you don't get the exact same feels. What I mean by feels is sometimes when you put an order, for example, you want, for example, if this 124.84 drops down to, let's say, 0.75 or something like that, you have your limit order right here, so you want to enter it. Sometimes, you know, the price will skip over your limit order or your order, and it won't fill you in. It won't get you in the position. And I feel like with paper trading, it's like you're always getting filled, perfect fills, all that stuff. And I'm like, sometimes it doesn't work like that, you know? Sometimes you get a good ass trade and you don't even get a good fill. Wow. Check this out, everybody. Look at AMD. I can tell a lot of people lost a lot of money right here. So check this out. So we got the start. You know, we got a nice little top at 93. Looks like 93.75. Then we drop down. And then we go back up. And I bet you these two little bars right here, a lot of people entered in a short. And man, look at that. Look, this is a monster move. I mean, look at that. It started from 92 all the way to almost damn near $2 to $3. Damn, that is just crazy. You guys could just never know. And look at that right there. That's why I really think, man, it's like these stocks when you're day trading, bro, it's these levels, man. There's like key support levels, key resistance levels, and like it's so obvious. Like you see right here, this obviously broke out through this. So this is a breakout trade right here, right? Where do you want to stop? You look at the day before, look at that, around the same 94.75 around there. So, my out would probably be around here. I would go maybe like a good 20-30 cents under that just to be safe and secure profits. But man, today so far is looking a little bit, it's looking like a good day. It's looking like it's a good day to trade every day. Do I trade every day? No, I trade about like 3 times a week. Let me know in the comments down below what kind of strategies you guys use. I know this is my first video and you guys barely know anything about me, but again, everybody, again, I've been day trading seriously. I would say probably in October. I started in October. September was when I was like, you know what? I'm going to take this serious. I'm going to get into it. I'm going to learn it. So the month of September was just nothing but learning, a little bit of paper trading. And then October was, I think it was like at the very end of September, I started getting into some real trades. These are just indicators. They just indicate. They don't dictate, So you got to look at these for as a hint. You can't really just look at this, oh my god, I'm gonna do this, because you see this right here, bam, I bet you how many people got caught right here. You see it right here, they're like, oh, it's gonna go down, it's hitting this top right here. And I can tell a lot of people probably, they entered a short and they put their stop like right here. So this right here, boom, just wipe them out. The trend is your friend. From a noob trader, the trend is your friend. Literally, you want to piggyback ride the trend. You want to piggyback ride all these institutional traders. If people are curious about what kind of stocks they should be trading, they should look into obviously vaccine companies because of the whole COVID thing. EV cars, because that's like the new thing right now, man. These electrical vehicles are just they're gonna go nuts, man. I mean, they're talking about how like they might want to ban gas vehicles in the next like 10 to 15 years, which is kind of crazy to me. But also a bunch of cannabis stocks as well, man. The cannabis space is also booming as well, especially now with the new president, Joe Biden. Things are going to be changing a lot, and they're trying to make cannabis, legal on a federal level. Wow, look at this big move. So I've been looking at DraftKings for a while now. It's going to be on my list. I bet you DraftKings is going to be popping out there. So definitely they are saying that once that news comes out, man, this is going to skyrocket. But again, hey, I'm not too sure. Don't take that from me. You got to do your own research and all that stuff, man. Because I can tell you guys right now, man, I'm only like 2 to 3 months in trading. So you guys cannot take no pointers, no advice from me. I'm just going to share my experience. I'm going to share my trades, literally just so I could kind of record them. I want to make sure that I don't become too greedy. Once I hit my goal, like that's a wrap, I don't want to lose the $9 that I made. I mean, I know it's only $9, but still, percentage wise, it's like, imagine right now, I have a really small account. So imagine like later on, I told myself I'd give myself about like 6 months to a year before I really started putting some like normal, like good capital. So today I would have had maybe like like a $90 winner. And in my opinion, my daily goal is always going to be 5 to like 10%. But realistically, once I'm past that 2%, like I'm good with that. I'm not greedy. I'm patient. I don't even mind watching the market. Like, I think this is something that's like really cool. It's a dope skill to learn. I'm not a big fan of the whole 9 to 5. I'm out here trying to escape the matrix, So I picked up this skill. I've actually picked up Forex about like 1 or 2 years ago and never really stuck with it. Just kind of watched videos on it. Did some research on it. And then one of my buddies was like, hey, you know what? You should get into stock trading. It's a lot easier. And it's like, it's a lot easier. You'll be able to like, it's way easier than Forex is what he told me. So I'm like, let me give it a try. I looked into it and I'm like, damn, you know what? This is fun. To me, this is fun. I take my losers too. I do lose money. And you just don't have to take it to heart, man. This is the game. Like, you win, you lose. But at the end of the month, you just got to make sure you profit. That's the only thing right there, man. You got to profit at the end of the month. End of the week, end of the month. Sometimes you might even have red months, red weeks. But, hey, man, it's all part of the game. So, man, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, because, man, Want to I want to welcome you guys to the winner's circle. I mean, I know we're new to trading, but still. Anyways, everybody, make sure you guys drop a like, a comment, subscribe. I just wanted to do a quick little trade recap and just kind of introduce this channel. But if I see another trade, it's really early. It's only 8, but I always tell myself like after 8 or 9, I don't think I'll trade anymore. But there's days around like crap, maybe like 2-3 hours from now, like I'll hop on and then I'll get into like a little trade, you know. So it's kind of nice. But if you want to catch these big moves, get in, get out real quick, you know. Sheesh, you only need like less than an hour. Like sometimes, man, I'm on this for like 20 minutes. I make my trades and I get off, and I'm just all right, cool. That's enough practice. I will hop on a little bit later on during the day or after market, midday, or like when I'm off work, just to kind of check where the market went. But other than that, man, keep it simple. Like look at this. Like this is so readable. Like you see this right here. This is the simple moving average. We got the simple moving average right here, and it just keeps bouncing off of it. So right now, and it's making, as of right now, it's making lower highs. So you could clearly see this is one of those, well, what they call one of them triangles. You see? And you want to just go like beep, boop, boop, beep. So like, check this out. Let's see. Okay. So sometimes, man, it's going to tease you. It's going to tease you. So I like to look at this 5-minute chart right here. And you see this right here. You have an exponential. You got your exponential. So if a 5-minute bar closes under this and stays under here, then that means, you know, this is going to go down. But, I mean, by the looks of it, and another thing, too, it could just bounce back up. I mean, you guys see all these right here? We got some what? We got some support. So the 50s, the half numbers are always psychological levels. So if it were to come down, I would think it'd come down around here. If it breaks through this, definitely 124.50. But I mean, you see right here. Hold on, we'll see. It has to break through this level, and this level right here. Man, but from my experience, man, sometimes you just it breaks through a couple of these indicators right here. You know, and a couple through a couple support levels, and then bam, it just drops down crazy. Bam. Look at that, everybody. Just as we predicted, it literally just dropped down. Boom. But I mean, that's the thing. Sometimes I'm not even paying attention. I'm doing other stuff. Like I was actually editing this video, and then I looked at it. And I'm like, damn, look at that. That could have been a nice trade right there. I could have bought a put. But I mean, we already hit our daily goal, so it doesn't even matter. But make sure you guys drop a like, comment, subscribe, man. Stay tuned, man, because we're gonna try to catch some of these good moves. And man, we're only going to the top.